Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you guys so much for watching this. So this is going to be talking about sinus support and everything that's going on with the sinus support. I do have some awesome people here live with my Zoom. And we're going to talk about products, supplements, and essential oils. I'm going to start with essential oils because most people, this is how they start, is with the essential oils. We do also have our Ningxia Red Starter Kit, which is on sale, and then also our Thieves Starter Kit, which is also on sale. So that is a few of the products that we have in general. But with our sinuses and what's happening with our sinuses, they're actually part of our immune system. So it's very important to make sure that you are paying attention to your sinuses and making sure it doesn't go beyond anything else more serious. So what I use in the starter kit, and this is the premium starter kit. The premium starter kit is 12 essential oils and a diffuser. Oh, I wanted to show you guys how to use the diffuser. So let me do that really quick. It's already on, as you guys can tell. So I'm going to turn it off, and it's going to take 3 clicks because it has a fast, an intermediate, and a slow mode. So there's this awesome little fill line that you'll notice. It's like just an indentation, just so you guys know. You're going to fill up the water to that point. Mine, 2 of these usually fills it up, 2 of these little things. And I'm actually going to put lavender, lemon, or lavender and peppermint. Okay, peppermint. So it's awesome. Lavender and peppermint are great for our sinuses. Isn't that? That's 2 areas you can start with. Lavender is also like the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. So that's a beautiful place to start with as well. And then we have, we just put this back on, and again, there's like a little notch. You can line up the notches, voila, and then hit start. And there's actually 2 buttons, so you can change the different settings. So this is actually going to go through all of the different colors. There's about 8 different colors, and then you can just turn off the light as well. So that's the diffuser that comes with the premium starter kit. And the premium starter kit is 12 oils. And I'm going to focus more on the oils that are good for the sinuses, okay? So like I already mentioned, lavender. Lavender is great for the sinuses. So in this, you guys, I'm going to teach you guys also about layering and a little bit about essential oils and how they work. They work on a cellular level. So they help also with the mind, body, and the spirit. It's so beautiful that they do that, and they can really help with our emotions because of everything that is going on right now. There is a lot of fear and loss and grief, and you know, people are upset on both sides, right? So it's very interesting, and that grief and that loss can get held in the lungs, which is also a part and can affect our sinuses. The reason why I kind of know that is because I used to get sick all the time, and to my family's knowledge, I'm the only one that has asthma, like the history of asthma. So it's really important to understand and make sure that we're supporting our body, and that's where essential oils come in, because again, mind, body, spirit, they work on that cellular level. They go into the cell walls and support the cell walls. So I know those of you who aren't tuning in live can't see this, but if you look, this is a perfect circle, right? And that's what I'm creating with my hands. But if with stress and everything, it crumbles. So what essential oils do is they go into those cell walls and they put them back into a perfect circle, which is just, I think, the most brilliant thing. And also, when you smell a fragrance, it goes into that limbic center of the brain, which deals with our emotions and whatnot. And that, even the sense of smell, that's why there's a big thing on aromatherapy. In Young Living, where we do aromatherapy with the diffuser. We can also smell it out of the bottle and then take a drop and let it drop onto our hands, and we can apply topically. So lavender with sinuses, I usually follow the cheekbones, as you can see. Like I just put it on the cheekbones, that's away from the eyes. Again, essential oils, they're the concentration of the plant, so you want to make sure it's not too close to the eyes. Even kind of like closer, like to the forehead, closer to your hairline on your forehead is going to be amazing. So that you can just start with lavender and see how you feel, right? Or then you can grab peppermints. And there is peppermint in the starter kit. The peppermint in the starter kit is the Vitality, and I'll talk about that in a second. But let's just grab the peppermint for topical use, because I am teaching. But I do want to let you know that there is no difference between a color peppermint and a Vitality peppermint. It's just the label difference. And since I am teaching, I have to talk and make sure I'm using the right labels. So again, just put it, especially with peppermint, because 1 drop of peppermint equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. So you want to make sure that it's like under your cheekbones, right? Under the cheekbones and on closer to the hairline. Okay, so you can just do lavender and peppermint. That's awesome. And remember though, I mentioned doing lavender, lemon, peppermint, and thieves. That's like the sinus support all of the way, is lavender, lemon, peppermint, and thieves. And if you have, and I do have a Vitality, but I didn't grab the Vitality lavender. So if you were going to use these internally, you would use the Vitality lavender, right? Okay, cool. But again, the same quality is in the Vitality as is the color label. That's just a denotation for people and a labeling thing. So you could take all of these four items internally, and you can put it in a shot of Ningxia Red. And a shot of Ningxia Red is like 1 ounce. So you just take a drop each and put it in that shot, or you can do a gel capsule, which is an empty capsule. And when I use gel capsules, you want to add like a fatty oil to it, and I prefer coconut oil because it solidifies, and then I don't have to try into this little itty bitty hole to get the vegetable oil like sesame or whatnot. If it's coconut, it's solidified, and I can just take a little edge of the fork and put it into the capsule, right? And then you would do 3 of each. So 3 drops of lavender Vitality, lemon Vitality, thieves Vitality, and peppermint Vitality. Now, if you are new to essential oils, you might want to start with 1 to 2 drops and then work your way up to 3, because of your body's getting used to essential oils, okay? So just be aware, if you're new to essential oils, look at starting with 1 to 2 drops and then working your way up to having 3 of each of these in your starter kit. Or they are in your starter kit, but in 3 drops each in the capsule, okay? Cool. So the other thing that I use that's in the starter kit and I've used for my sinuses is actually Stress Away. Because when you look at the ingredients of Stress Away, it has copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, ocotea, and lavender. And copaiba, I was suggested to put, oh, and I forgot to grab my neti pot. Okay, so neti pot. A neti pot is beautiful for sinus stuff. And you can put oils into your neti pot, but you want to be very careful in the number of drops. And you also really only want to use lavender, lemon, or copaiba. For me, the one that's the lightest and feels like the most soothing is copaiba. So that is one of the reasons why I picked Stress Away. If I, for whatever reason, I don't have lavender with me, or I don't have peppermint, and it's also just good to change up your oils, right? So Stress Away is awesome because it already has that lavender and copaiba, and there's a few other things So you can, again, you can just like put this, take a drop, put it on your sinuses. Again, what I'm doing right now is layering, right? So it's all good. It just make sure you drink enough water to help the oils get circulated throughout your system, and also for the oils to help fight off against toxins. Remember, we're mostly water, so we need to be staying hydrated, especially if we want a healthy body. We have to have that hydration. Okay, cool. So I jumped in a little bit to essential oils, and I have a few more essential oils, and then I'm going to talk about some supplements as well. However, if you're new and you're like, okay, cool, Young Living, what is that? I've never heard of it, type of a thing. Why Young Living? I can just go to Walmart. No, do not do that. Seriously. You want to know where the products are coming from. You want to know that quality commitment. And that's Young Living's seed to seal process. So you can go to seed2seal.com and look at all of our farms. Usually you can go and visit, but with everything that's going on with COVID-19, you can't do that right now. They want to protect the workers and everything. So this is some of our farm stuff. This is just a really good, and there is some info. There are some pages that don't have a lot of pictures, but there's pages that just have 2 pictures and that's it. But there's some really great info on the science behind Young Living, because that's part of the 3 pillars. It's science, sourcing, and standards. So we have our farms, we know the seeds, we know the soil, we understand the quality and the cultivation of plants. And we also have partner farms, but they have to adhere to our strict standards of the science, sourcing, and making sure that there are no pesticides. We are actually beyond organic, because we use and we really look at, like, for example, when our ylang-ylang roots were getting attacked by some bugs in Ecuador, they didn't just spray. No, they didn't spray at all. They don't spray. What they did is they looked at and they asked other farmers that do our practice of no pesticides at all, and they researched the bug. They figured out what the bug didn't like. The bug didn't like clover, which was actually pretty cool, because clover also adds nutrients back into the soil. So it was a win-win for the ylang-ylang plant and the ylang-ylang farm in Ecuador. So that's really cool. So that's why I love Young Living. Plus, for me, it's changed my life. So I realized I didn't tell you guys the story. Some of you have already heard it, that's on the live. But for those of you who don't know, I had really bad sinus issues, really bad acne. Like, I've been to 5 different dermatologists. I did face peels, I did Proactive. It wasn't working. And then my sinuses, it was just like, I got used to it. I got used to being sick. That's why when sometimes people tell me, oh, I'm fine, I'm doing great, I'm all like, I'm sorry, I can't believe that. Like, if you are still using the toxins in society, like, you have to upgrade and really look at the ingredients in your products, because that's what I did. And I realized once I upgraded and switched everything to Young Living, that I was living on anywhere from 60 to 75% energy, or maybe even less. Because again, like I was saying earlier, I got used to not feeling well. So it was even hard until I got really sick. So that's why I had a sinus infection, flu, pneumonia, bronchitis 4 or 5 times a year or more. Because that was, again, my body's sign of like, hey, you're not paying attention. And I'm also the type of person that I can't go down the cleaner aisle. I was really excited that Smith's in my local grocery store was using alcohol. But then it was so funny. I kept going into this one area and I'm like, why? I'm like, dude, that perfume and that soap thing is just too, God, who sprayed all that? And then I noticed the last time I was in that area, it was someone actually cleaning, and they weren't using alcohol. They were using some sort of toxic cleaner. And that's why, luckily, I always carry oils on me. So I went to peppermint. Actually, no, what I did is I went to Raven. So Raven is another one. And this is one that I gave one of my members. I gave her that blend of lavender, lemon, peppermint, and thieves. And I added a little carrier oil because I knew she was new to essential oils, and that, I told her to put it on the sinus area or on her chest. And Raven is another one. It's usually more of a chest oil and like a lung support, but again, your lungs and your sinuses, they have that connection. Or like, when you have sinus issues, you're all stopped up, you can't breathe right. You got to breathe out of your mouth. That's, we got to make sure we stay breathing well, especially with everything that's going on. So the Raven, I usually just put it on my chest because it does have wintergreen and peppermint. So really what Raven has in it, I'll tell you guys all the ingredients. It has camphor, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. And it's really good for deep lung issues, right? Or to prevent them, to really just deeply support your lungs. So I will usually put it on those sinus areas, or again, just on my chest. Remember, with essential oils, have a carrier oil, especially if you're new. So a carrier oil, again, is like coconut, almond, olive oil. I usually use coconut or almond or grapeseed oil. Olive oil is just more of in a pinch, just because it already has like a pungent olivey smell. So it's usually not my go-to. The other oil I've used is for sinuses is frankincense. I rarely, like this month, we also get frankincense free when we spend $300, which is amazing. And it's a big bottle. So this is the big bottle. This is the little bottle. And frankincense is so good for healthy skin. And this is just such a treasure. And usually, I know Young Living is doing this right now because of the power of frankincense for grounding and supporting and creating that calmness. And frankincense is also really good for healthy skin and youthful looking skin. So that's why I usually just apply this oil topically. It's because it's anti-wrinkles. It's just that youthful looking skin. So I love to use frankincense topically, but it is something that I have used for sinus issues. And I'm giving you guys some options because, one, it is nice to switch things up, right? I mean, think about our food. We don't eat the same food every single day. The people that do become malnutrition. Our body needs different things. Our body actually needs some germs too. That's a whole nother topic. We need the different microbes. We need to be in the dirt. It's very interesting. So that's why essential oils are awesome, because they can support our body on that cellular level, and they also smell good, right? We all do like smelling good. I mean, I used to love stuff like perfume and whatnot. Now I can't take it because I know all the fragrance side effects. Fragrance is a term that they use to hide ingredients. So that's why with Young Living, I researched this company, and you should too. Do the research, understand what's going on. Come to another Zoom, come watch my other Facebook videos. But with that, understanding that fragrance is not a good term. That's how they hide ingredients, and that's why we upgrade to like the Thieves hand sanitizer, which actually, this is the big bottle that they have, but in the premium starter kit, it comes with a little, oh, whoops, I'm throwing it on my keyboard, the little tiny Thieves hand sanitizer, and then also a little Thieves spray, which, by the way, this has the right amount of alcohol the CDC recommends for being germ-free and just supporting and everything that's going on with COVID. So I said it's the right amount of alcohol the CDC recommends, okay, for these two things that come in the starter kit. And then you also get your little Ningxia Red, and remember, you can use this to create those Vitality sinus bombs or sinus support that I was talking about. So we're going to go a little bit beyond, so you guys can maybe know, so you can look at being and having a wellness plan and being on Essential Rewards. So with the essential oils, if I'm really struggling, really like truly struggling, Roman chamomile and lavender. Oh my God, you guys, this is like, how do I say that? This is like serious sinus support. Roman chamomile and lavender. Get you some Roman chamomile. Roman chamomile is also good for sleep. So if you have sleep issues, that's a great thing. But the other thing is this Breathe Again roll-on. See, the Breathe Again roll-on and all of our roll-ons already have vitamin E. So you can easily just roll it on your face, right? Just roll it on your face. Super easy. And it has, again, some of those eucalyptus, the peppermint, the copaiba, blue cypress, just other oils that are also really good for, and I've used for sinus support. Harmony. Harmony is another one that is amazing for sinus support. So again, those are like kind of the two like add on. And then honestly, I mean, Harmony, the essential oil in general, just helps you harmonize like your whole body systems and frequency. If you guys, some of you might not know about energies and chakras, and that's okay, but they are real. They do exist. And every organ in your body has a frequency, but Harmony just helps harmonize all of that frequency. And whenever we have some sort of something happening, our body is lowering its frequency. You guys, this is science. It is in the big essential oil desk reference, which I have right here. I put it kind of close to me so I could grab it. It's in one of my boxes. So this is one of the essential oil desk references that talks about frequency and also mentions the different frequency of different organs and whatnot. And again, if you wanted to, you can research some more of that on your own as well. So, so the Harmony is just awesome. Another one for sinus support. So you guys are making your wish list, you're getting your wellness plan, and for your essential rewards ready, right? Because Essential Rewards is awesome. It's what I'm on to have upgraded all my products to our shampoos, our conditioners. It's beautiful. And our supplements. So we're going to talk about supplements really quick. So Allerzyme. Allerzyme is awesome. It is a vegetarian enzyme capsule that promotes normal digestion. And this one is my go-to. And I usually take at least one of these a day, sometimes two, but usually it does say we'll take one capsule 3 times a day, just prior to meals or as needed. So it is more like a meal thing. You take it with your meal, but it's just awesome. It's one of the things, at least once a day, to kind of keep things keeping even. If you're already in the thick of it, maybe do it 3 times a day. Sulfurzyme. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit beyond sinuses here. Sulfurzyme is amazing. So Sulfurzyme is an MSM and a Ningxia Red fruit powder supplements. So why might you think it's amazing? I'm just going to read what's on the bottle. When you have your essential oil desk reference, you can look at it more, or you can do some more research, find some things on the Google and the Facebook, or the Google, or testimonials. So Sulfurzyme combines MSM, an organic form of dietary sulfur. So sulfur, remember, which pure wolfberry powder, or with a pure wolfberry powder for a supplement that supports recovery time and acute inflammation associated with exercise and overall joint health. I'm going to repeat that. Acute inflammation associated with exercise and overall joint health. So it supports recovery time of acute inflammation. Isn't that awesome? So you might be like, okay, well, what does that have to do with sinuses? Well, again, your sinuses are part of that level of your immune system. So you want to be making sure that you are using your Sulfurzyme. I start with Sulfurzyme about at least 2 a day, at least. But there are some days that I'll take 4 or 6. So it just kind of depends on where you're at. Sulfurzyme is amazing. It's just awesome. And the other reason why it's awesome is because it helps us break down protein. There's a whole thing by Dr. Peter Minke that, for those of you watching, I'll have to send you that video on Sulfurzyme and how important it is. I also brought Detoxzyme, and I brought Detoxzyme because of some things that might be happening with young living with the Allerzyme. So Detoxzyme is more kind of between meals, and you take 1 to 2 capsules 3 times a day, and it could be in conjunction with, it may be used in conjunction with a detoxifying program. So it doesn't necessarily need to be used in conjunction with a detoxifying program. But so yeah, that's what's happening with the Allerzyme and Detoxzyme. So this is another option, just so you guys know. I also decided to grab Immune Pro, and it does support the immune system. And this is also something that you kind of want to take every once in a while. But Immune Pro is also, it's a unique dietary supplement that combines a proprietary fruit and mushroom powder blend with pure orange essential oil to support the immune system. This can also, because it does have selenium, it can also, and melatonin, you should only take this at night. It can also be helpful for sleep. And I just felt like putting that in here today because of we have to make sure we're sleeping right to have a healthy body, sleeping the appropriate amount of time, which is usually around 7 to 8 hours for an adult. Yeah. And then everything that is going on with COVID, I decided to throw that in there today because we need to be making sure that we're sleeping. So again, our body is functioning properly. So you guys saw those of you who were watching and on the Zoom, you know that I was putting Ningxia Red in my seltzer water. And I also mentioned the Ningxia Red for adding to, or adding your oils to help support your sinuses. That lavender, lemon, peppermint, and thieves are great for sinus support, and you can add it directly to your Ningxia Red. So with that, Ningxia Red, though, is also one of those premium starter kits until the end of May 2020. It is on sale. It is on sale for $135. It comes with 2 Ningxia Reds, 30 individual, so these individual, 30 of these guys, and also a box of nitro. That is awesome. And again, with everything that's going on, Ningxia Red is amazing for supporting your immune system and helping all of your organs work synergistically together. So not only is it on sale, but you're just going to get that extra immune boost. It's a macronutrient, and it has like 21 trace minerals. It's just a beautiful drink to drink. So this is another thing that you can add to that Essential Rewards order every month and start getting. So maybe you want to start with the oil starter kit. I love how I do this. I'm like, look, now there's no oils in it. Because I've used all the oils and I took them out of the little cute holder. Okay, but so that is one of the things that is on sale. The other thing that's on sale besides the Ningxia Red is our Thieves starter kit. And you notice that I talked about the Thieves for one of our oils in the premium starter kit. So that's just another item that is on sale. So it's up to you what you choose to do. There is basically a good, better, best scenario. So the good thing is you can get all these products at a retail price. And the reason why that's a good thing is because you have our quality products and our seed to seal commitment, and you know that they are of the highest quality. They are the highest quality. And then the better way, though, is to get one of the starter kits, either the premium starter kit, the Thieves starter kit, or the Ningxia Red starter kit. And that's the better way because you're going to save the 24%, and that's your membership for life, right? You're going to save 24%. You don't have to buy a membership again. So it's sort of like Sam's Club, but only better because there's no yearly membership fee. The best way is to start with your premium starter kit and have that be your first Essential Rewards order. And then you pick out a few of these items, like I said, the Allerzyme and maybe the Immune Pro. You're like, hey, I need better sleep with the Immune Pro, and the Allerzyme is going to support my allergies. There's your next starter kit, or there's your next Essential Rewards order. So you just add those on for next month, but you use the starter kit as your first Essential Rewards order. And the reason why you want to be using the Essential Rewards is because you're going to upgrade all of your products, and you're probably going to be using oils every day. So you're eventually going to need more oils. And Essential Rewards is awesome because it's like your Amazon card meets your cashback card, only Young Living does it better because they have um, they basically clip the coupons for you. It's really a beautiful thing that Young Living has put together and created, and it's also better than your cashback or rewards and those credit cards because it starts at 10% and it goes to 25%. It's amazing. It is an amazing thing that Young Living has created and put together. Plus, oh, at the first year, you get your gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months. So it's awesome. So that is how you get started with Young Living. There's gonna, for those of you that are new, there will be a link in the chat. And then for those of you watching on the replay on YouTube, it's gonna be a link in the comments. And now I'm going to unmute everyone, and I'm going to stop recording so we can get some more questions because maybe people will have questions on the supplements and whatnot. So let me hit the stop recording.